Assalamualaikum. Today we will talk about
Age of Enlightenment.
Age of ideology.
Age of analysis.
Enjoy!
The age of enlightenment. What is the Enlightenment? The Enlightenment is a movement in Europe and the New World that embraced scientific discovery, personal liberty, religious tolerance, and the notion that reason was the most important element in our lives. It is also known as the century of philosophy. It is because in this particular age, there are a lot of major figures that was born, such as Adam Smith, John Locke, and Montesquieu. When was the age of enlightenment exist? It was exist between 1688 until 1798. Now, I will explain the characteristics in terms of politics, economy, and social. In politics, they have practiced a social contract. Social contract means that every person has their own right and they get the freedom, and the government are formed to protect their natural rights. In economy, the idea of free trade or laissez-faire was introduced by British economist Adam Smith. They believed that free economy could produce more than one regulated by government law. The transformation of economy had led to economic globalization of Europe. So in social, I will explain in terms of education and belief. In education, everyone will get the education. However, there are a limited number of professions. They were not greatly influenced by scientific revolution. While in belief, they was practiced deism. The thinker of enlightenment were these and believed in one God. They denounced the religious mystery, miracles, and prophecies. The ideology that exists in this age is liberalism is political and moral philosophy based on liberty and equality. Liberalists believe in economic and intellectual freedom. Other ideologies that exist in this age is secularism, humanism, rationalism, and neo-classicism.
As for the age of ideology, it was started between the 19th century to 20th century. To be specific, it was started from 1770. So, why this period was came into existence? It was because of the increasing of difficulties and the changing in the lifestyle. So, why there was the increasing of problems? Because of these factors, which are first, it was because of the development of human intellectual area. Second, science had been one of the important area at that time. Third, the Industrial Revolution, and for the last factor is the occurrence of rebellion. So, among the characteristics for this period was the philosopher at this time, they was continuing the work from the scholars at Enlightenment age. They sweep away all the illogical system and replace it with a bright new system. As for the politics during this age, they were practicing the democratic system. They will replace the feudal and autocratic system. As for the economy, they use the capitalist system, whereby the government do not have right to interfere the economic matters. As for the existence of ideology in this period, the first scholar that started it was Immanuel Kant. Immanuel Kant had criticized the idea from David Hume, whereby the idea was everything in this world do not have cause and effect. But Kant believed that everything in this world that happen have its own fact, has its own cause, and have its own source. So, Kant's action had started the revolution that go beyond the Enlightenment age. In reaction to Kant, George Wilhelm Friedrich Hegel had replaced his idea and tried to create a totality that saw the universe as a whole. He later founded Hegelism ideology. Hegelism had influenced many thinkers such as Karl Marx, John Dewey, Herbert Marcuse, and others. Although Hegelism had found great ideas and great philosophy, but young Hegel believed that Hegel's idea need to be reformulated, to be adjusted, and to fit their way of thinking, and later lead to the emergence of other ideologies such as materialism, idealism, Marxism, and others.
Age of analysis. The age of analysis starts when there was a reaction against the metaphysical logometries in Bradley, McTaggart, and Royce. Basically, the age of analysis is the critical philosophy, whereby it provides the definition and analysis of fundamental of concepts. It also provides a clear statement and resolute criticism in our fundamental beliefs. The characteristic of this age is logical analysis of language. It does not only include the syntactual structure of the language, it also includes the properties of meaning and the truth, and also the grammatical syntax according to the ordinary languages that have been used. Okay, now I will explain the chronology of the age of analysis. The first one is most common sense realism. Realism means that the attitude or practice that had been done by a people to deal with that particular situation. The second one is that the Oxford analysis of the ordinary language. He interprets the language that had been used at that particular situation. For the third one is that the Russell's logical atomism. Atomism means the things that have been investigated and then separated to analysis, and then it comes to the independent elementary components. And the last one is that the Queen's logical pragmatism, which she evaluates the theories and beliefs that comes from their investigation in terms of their success of their practical application.
Okay, the strength and weakness of these ages. The strength of age enlightenment. For example, John Locke had proposed the idea of knowledge can also be obtained through sensation and reflection. Weakness that occurred during this age is the variation of opinion by the philosophers. Philosophers tend to create their own philosophy. For example, emergence of disapproval by philosophers to other philosophers cause various ideology. The first strength of idea of ideology is they have the freedom to use and create their own ideology according to their understanding. The Hegel's people call themselves as young Hegel created a new ideology based on Hegel's idea. Although Hegel had created something great in his idea, young Hegel believed that they should discover their own way of thinking according to their understanding. The second strength is they take the ideologies from the age of enlightenment and renovate them to suit the situation in the age of ideologies. The weakness of this age is the freedom of thinking lead to the existence of many ideologies. For example, the politics was practiced according to liberalism's ideology, whereby it emphasized on human freedom, but later it was replaced with the ideology of modernity. This process happened continuously until it caused a pile of ideology. This clearly showed that the lacking part of liberalism had caused the replacement of it. The second witness is too many ideology can cause a confusion among the people in that age. The strength of the age of analysis is first, to develop an empiricism with ontology, such as a collection of poems or any book of literature, and also other books on the different languages. Thank you. The witness of this age is in debates, the scholars take too much time to interpret the term that had been used by other scholars, even though it had been interpreted by them. As a consequence, the preoccupation occurred at that time.
Enlightenment, when people realized the knowledge is important, when people started to be intellectual and philosopher dominated the world. Reason, it is all about the question. All they need is the answer for the reason from what that had happened. The new world, they embrace the scientific discovery, they ask for the personal liberty, and what they want is only to be free. Enlightenment is the root of ideology. Liberals struggle for the equality as they want to protect the rights of liberty.
Knowledge is the key, thinking is the way. They keep acquiring beyond the normal way. Increasing of problems, changing of lifestyles. Science was important area. Industrial revolution occurred at that time. These were the main reasons ideology came to realize. The rebellion of Kant on everything have reasons. It was continued by Hegel that started the Hegelism. Young Hegel took their place by modified the teacher's idea. The way of thinking must suit themselves by replace it with theirs. It was the main principle in ideology. They replace idea with theirs. It happened continuously until a pile of ideologies exists at that time.
They were in debates, different ideologies promote hates. Why not we just interpret word by word until we agreed? They talk on the truth, we talk on the rules. We are the winner on our part. Nobody can attack us. Now it's time to start. Understand each other and fix our heart. Distinguish between wrong and right. Lower your egos and accept the thoughts. How wonderful world with peace and quiet.
Age of Reason, the beginning of thinkers. Enlightenment days was full with scientific reason. Ideology full of thinker fighting for a reason. Analysis become a way to move forward. At last, the human are getting a grasp how the world should be.